and we're tracking a chance for snow here in the Houston area. Blake Mathews is here to tell us who could be throwing snowballs tomorrow night.
Ron, I'm actually just now looking at some of the latest data coming in here on my computer, and I'm getting ready to tweet this out. But you know, it's almost so unbelievably big that I'm almost scared to show it, because I don't even know if that's even possible here in Southeast Texas. One of the models I'm looking at here, in fact, I just tweeted it right now. You can go to my Twitter page and look at it, showing up to 13 inches in some of our northern counties. So again, one model, one run, but the snow totals seem to have been creeping up throughout the afternoon, and that snow line continues to shift ever so slightly to the south. We're still focused on those northern counties where the winter storm warning is currently in effect, and that winter storm watch there in San Jacinto and Polk counties. This is an ever-changing situation. I know that this is going to be a big disappointment for a lot of people, especially to the south of I-10 where we're expecting mostly rain. But again, always there are surprises when storm systems like this roll through Southeast Texas. So don't give up hope quite yet. We're going to basically start nowcasting as this system rolls in, and it is already here as rain is now falling in portions of Fort Bend, Brazoria, and Matagorda counties. We'll get to that here in just a second. 46 degrees the current temperature at Bush Intercontinental Airport right now. These temperatures will continue to stair-step down throughout the day, and we're talking about temperatures into the 30s as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at the future track. By the time we get to 11 o'clock tomorrow night, and I'm going to have to back this up here just one second, you will notice that we are pretty much all in the 30s. So let me see if I can just back this up here just a second, and you'll see the stair step of the temperatures as we move forward into time. So this takes us into the wee hours of the morning. You notice those temperatures coming down. We're at 43 degrees heading into the lunch hour here in Houston, low 30s out there towards the Brazos Valley, and again, most of us in those mid 30s by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, where most of us north of I-10 should either see a rain-snow mix and or all snow by this point. There's a look at the satellite and radar. You can see the rain already moving into our southwest counties. It is all rain right now with temperatures in the mid 40s. The transition will begin in the Brazos Valley up there towards Bryan College Station and Brenham. That's where the snow will begin to fall first, and then we'll have to just watch very carefully to see just how far to the south and east these snowfall totals, these snow line gets. There's a look at the satellite and radar. If you look carefully out across New Mexico, you see that spin. That is the area of low pressure that is going to be responsible for what could be a historic snowstorm here across Southeast Texas, the biggest we've seen in about 16 years since Christmas of 2004, and one of the bigger ones we've seen over the last 100 years. So there it is right there again over the Texas Panhandle and northeast New Mexico. It is going to dive down into Southeast Texas and bringing a lot of cold air with it. So here's how it all pans out. By 3:30 in the morning, you see it is already raining here in Houston. It's getting ready to start raining now, as a matter of fact. It's all snow out there towards the Permian Basin. And by 10:30, it should already be transitioning over to snow in Bryan College Station out towards Austin. It is still all rain here in the immediate Houston area. And by the time we get to 1:30, it is all snow out in College Station. Brenham, you guys should all be in the snow by this time itself. It should be cold as the ice cream itself out there in Washington County. And Huntsville will be just on the cusp of changing over as we get into the early afternoon hours. By 4 o'clock, it is snowing, and it is snowing heavy at this point. Now, one of the things that us meteorologists are going to be looking for is something called bright banding, and that is bands of intense snowfall that could actually produce lightning. So just an extremely unusual situation shaping up here across Southeast Texas. And again, these type of systems always have surprises, and that surprise can be good and that the snowfall totals are bigger and further to the south and east than we are currently forecasting, but could also be bad, and that means some areas that we are predicting snow may only get a cold rain. We are just going to have to start nowcasting as this system rolls in. The further north you are, the better the chance of accumulating snow. By 7 o'clock, it is still snowing incredibly heavy from Brenham to College Station to Huntsville, and that snow line getting very close to Conroe, and we may see that transition over all the way down to Tomball, the Woodlands, and getting into portions of northern Liberty County. So by the time we get to 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, it is all well to our east. Now here's a look at the European model, again showing the rain moving in very early in the morning, and that transition zone moving down towards Bryan College Station and Conroe, the Woodlands, and Tomball, but south of there just a cold rain. So we'll continue to watch it. As far as snowfall totals, brand new run here. This is the NAM model showing almost 8 inches there in College Station. accumulation. Look at Brenham, 5.3 inches, Conroe, 3 inches, 6.5 inches up there in Huntsville, and even for the first time now, Houston showing at a 1/10 of an inch of snowfall accumulation. The RPM showing 2 to 4 generally north of Conroe. The GFS model, 2, 4, 5 inches of rain up towards Huntsville, 1 inch there in Conroe, and the European model is the lightest of them all, between 1 and 2 inches. I can tell you for sure where it is not snowing, it is going to be raining very heavy. We could see upwards of 1 inch of rain as this system pushes through. So for tomorrow, expect a high temperature generally in the upper 30s, lower 40s, 100% chance of heavy snow and heavy rain depending on where you are. We're in the 40s once again on Monday, and then clearing it out and warming it up as we head into the end of the coming week.
Should be interesting to say the least. Thank you so much, Blake.